Yo, what up, guys? It's Attilla Cosar experience. Today, I have my guest star, Sampson Khaoprachan. You know him from various movies like The Hit Wonder, The Guest, The Look, and The Look-See. Anyway, let's get this podcast started with some questions about new projects and even some rumors regarding those projects, talking about release dates and all that stuff.
Let's slip on the headphones.
First question.
First question.
I get it. First question.
Wait, shit. I didn't mean to press that. Wait, go back. First question.
Okay.
Oh my god, can you hear yourself, bro?
I can't even hear, like,
I can't hear myself. Like, speak into this and listen.
Hello?
Yeah,
I can't, wait, no.
This mic doesn't work.
Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
Let's still keep on the mic. Okay, anyway.
Wait,
Sorry.
let's just keep the mic in between us so that maybe we can hear each other. Maybe. But
Okay.
yeah, I can hear you a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Put your headphones on.
It's so loud, the music.
It's so loud.
How do I like...
Stop. You can't stop it. You can't stop. You're gonna like make us pay or something.
Volume.
Oh
Yes.
my god, Jesus. Mic's all the way up and music down.
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I pressed it one time. What?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just hearing Despacito and like a frequent hello.
Bro, it's so loud.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it like here because I can.
Dude, let's put it up to like your neck so it still looks like.
Okay, I can hear it now.
Okay.
Okay, let's actually get this all away.
So, regarding your new latest project called The Stone, there's some rumors that you're dating Emma Buttstain. What is that about?
Oh, really? I had no idea, honestly. Me and Emma Buttstain, it's not a real thing. There's nothing to worry about. There's no beef between anyone regarding this because I know that Generic was trying to get with her, you know. So yeah. It's all good. He still got his chance. Yeah.
Okay. I know that Emma Buttstain, she plays one of the side characters in The Stone. Tell us, since we have very, very little details, tell us here exclusively on the Attilla Cosar experience, what actors will be playing who and what actresses, characters. How will the movie play out?
The reason that you haven't really been hearing much about the movie is
get in frame. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You can pull your chair up a little bit if you want to. Okay. Don't worry about it, man.
The reason that you haven't been hearing very much about the production of this movie is because we can't really tell you much about it. I can tell you, like you're asking about who plays who, I can't give you any details about their characters though.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just get basic names. Yeah. So,
are you gonna tell us?
Yeah, Emma Buttstain plays, I'm trying to remember the name. We're only like a couple months.
You don't know names.
We're only a couple months into the production. It takes a while, since you're so used to calling everybody by their actual names.
Yeah. Did you
read
read the script? I'm sorry.
I did read the script actually. Yeah, it's a very interesting movie. I don't have very good taste in movies. But
you're an actor. I mean,
they put me in the roles. I play the roles.
You should try porn. You should try pornography.
Oh, yeah. I'll look into that. Yeah. But regarding the characters, Emma Buttstain is going to be playing. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it's Twaylor Swiftorian, and Jeffrey Gordon. No. Jeffrey Gordon. He's going to be playing Louis Ferrino. Yes. Louis Ferrino. And Generic, he's going to be playing.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up. Do you feel that?
What?
Something's vibrating beneath us.
I don't feel anything.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Generic is going to be playing Jason Fraud, I think it was Jason Fraud. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Having all of these different people that you know for the various roles in other productions, it's gonna be very interesting to see them all interacting together the way that they, the way that they would.
That's cool. That was wow. Okay, so let me get this straight. You read the script. You don't like movies. You don't know the characters. This movie.
Okay, I've read the script, and I do like movies. I love movies. Seeing all the productions come together. What I'm saying is my taste in movies from other people is bad, because I loved The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I loved it, absolutely loved it. Mostly because I loved Andrew Garfield's character in it, but other people said that movie sucked and that it was absolute garbage. But
yeah,
you know how that is. People have different tastes, and I say my taste is as good as it's gonna get for me.
Okay. I mean, I respect your opinion. Personally, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't want to be rude when I say this, but I really can't remember what happened in that movie. I watched it a while back.
Yeah, people said that the movies were too. The movie was too crowded with characters and villains and trying to get from plot point to plot point.
Electron.
Was because what?
Electron was
Electro. Yeah, he was in that movie.
Electro.
Yeah, it was Electro, and then the Green Goblin.
Yeah. And then the final.
Yeah, and then the Rhino. But he was only in the movie for a couple of minutes.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Sucks they didn't make a third one.
Right? Yeah, I was actually looking forward to it because I wanted to see how they took the characters on from that point. But yeah, you know how that went. But I'm glad that what's his name? The new guy that's playing Spider-Man has gotten his chance. No, Tobey Maguire was the first one.
I gotta be honest. I don't like the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, I like the new Spider-Man. I like how he's portraying the character. However, how they introduced him was a little finicky for me. I didn't like how they made Tony Stark bring up his character because everyone says that Spider-Man is who he is and is the character he represents because
he learned responsibility.
He learned responsibility from his own actions, and he learned it from what he's done.
Of course, we can turn it up, but we can't turn it down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, it only goes down about that far. Okay, so yeah.
That doesn't help. Vocalist. Cinema.
What's cinema? Hello? 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 I can't even hear anything with this one anymore. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I can't hear anything through the mics anymore.
Without you, my friend.
Okay.
I'll tell you all.
Okay, so back to the Spider-Man thing. He's who he is because he's brought himself up. He's just a kid, and he's got the weight of the world on his back, and he's a superhero now. And the thing about that is, he could have chose to be anything. He could have chose to be a criminal. He could have controlled all of New York City with the power that he had. Like Kingpin and all that. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He decided to protect the city and the people that he loved because he learned that responsibility from his Uncle Ben's death. And the fact that Iron Man in the new movies has made him who he has become is kind of just turned me off to that character. But I still love the way he portrays Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
He's phenomenal, yeah.
Of course.
I respect. I'm not saying it's bad. I think what they did with Spider-Man, it worked for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I don't think it works for Spider-Man as a character.
Yes, exactly. Because having Iron Man and Spider-Man in the Cinematic Universe together shows perfectly how their relationship would be like and how it's been like in the comics. It works for that cinematic universe, but for Spider-Man the character, it doesn't work for him because he's a self-made, self-taught superhero with the weight of his entire city on his back.
And quick question. This is not so off topic. We're still talking about Spider-Man here, but I'm gonna take off these headphones real quick.
Yeah, they're not really doing much.
Yeah, they're not doing much. Have you seen?
Sorry.
Have you played Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game, on PlayStation 4? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment section.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. I never played it on the PlayStation. However, did play it on my Xbox 360.
I played it on my iPad.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I had the first Amazing Spider-Man game on my iPad. Not on my iPad, but I had it on my Samsung tablet.
That's
It
cool.
was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it was hard. The controls were hard to
It was
master
hard,
on the
yeah.
tablets. Yeah.
You know, I feel like people like they give kind of. I feel like people give mobile games like a bad rap.
A bad rap. But it's
Yeah.
not the fact that they are bad games. It's the fact that
Emo people. Sorry. Anyway.
it's the fact that it's a hard, it's a hard system to get a good game
Yeah.
feeling, like a good,
Yeah. Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, on it, like on that limited, like console.
Yeah. I think the problem is that like people expect mobile to be like worse quality and stuff like that, but if
Yeah.
you really think about it, like
Yeah, the quality for the Amazing Spider-Man game that I had on my tablet, it wasn't bad at all.
yeah,
It was really good.
It's like because
And
like
it was good because like I was searching for all these Amazing Spider-Man games because the Amazing Spider-Man had just come out, and I was obsessed with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so I looked for all that, and then I find that game. I'm like, shoot, I thought this was only for consoles and stuff. And so the controls might have been the best. The graphics might not have been the best, but I love that game on my tablet because it let me have a good experience,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's crazy like what mobile phones can do. Like they have better processors and better like
Yeah.
things like that than like freaking
You know,
computers from
you-
last year.
You
even, man.
think about the computers from the past, like 1980s or whenever the first computer was invented. They had to have like full like
rooms.
Yeah, rooms full of
Rooms.
processors to process that amount of
Yeah.
power. And the fact that we have been able to compress that, and we have laptops and phones nowadays,
We need
way,
to compress it.
way more powerful
Nah.
than the first computer that was.
Bro, dude, we didn't even compress it, bro. We made it so advanced. And we
Yeah.
made it so tiny. Like imagine
Yeah,
a
it's
room,
not the fact that
like,
they
dude,
took this technology and compressed
Yeah,
it into
yeah.
this small. They made new technology that was more powerful and more
and
smaller
But think
than
about
this other technology.
Think about this. Imagine what crazy technology you can make if you made rooms full of those crazy processors.
Yeah, full of these new processors.
Yeah.
And then someday
people like
we
you-
might be able to take those new rooms full of processors and compare them to computers
Freaking-
to like 20 years in the future, and those computers that are like laptops will be even more powerful than like the terabytes of data in these
Yeah.
rooms full of processors.
And I know technology advances on the simplicity and how easy it is for humans, us to
Yeah.
use it. But if we really utilize the capabilities and the power of it, we can really get, it won't benefit everyone. It won't,
Yeah.
nobody would need it. Like, the majority of people won't need it, but it could really benefit how
people
we
that
go
do
about.
use it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could benefit how we go about health, politics, foreign conflicts, many things. The moon, taking pictures of stuff in space. Like that's how the first
Mhm.
picture of the black hole was
Mhm.
found. As blurry as
Yeah.
it was, just rooms
But,
full of these
yeah,
processors.
they thought that no picture of a black hole could be taken because it absorbs all light.
Yeah.
It's so powerful that it can just decimate it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy too, because we're obviously children. We're given access to the internet, and like,
Yeah, that's a
That's-
power. That's a responsibility we hold.
and we have so much. Hey, Savannah's there. So much information
Yeah,
that
sure.
like we just have like for us, and like I kind of feel like sometimes it's not natural. Like we shouldn't be knowing
Yeah.
this much.
We shouldn't have this much access to all the stuff that we do have because it's too much responsibility. Like kids nowadays. I didn't get my first phone until I was 11,
Mhm.
but I see kids nowadays with phones when they're 8, when they're 7, heck, when they're
Yeah.
even 5.
Dude, yeah,
But,
dude, I saw one
just
pretty
just
much.
having the abilities to have this much access is so much responsibility, and that's why there's all of these like parental apps, parental guidance, parental guidelines to keep their kids away from stuff that they shouldn't be on.
What's your opinion on global warming?
Global warming.
I mean, climate change.
Climate change,
Sorry, climate change.
global warming. Well, before we get into this topic, can I ask you something about before?
Yeah.
You know how we were talking about, what was it? I had something to say about
Stone. Stone.
No, we were talking about.
Emma Butt.
No.
Something. I forgot the actor's name now.
Yeah.
Dang.
See? It's hard. Yeah. And so.
Somebody. Who was this?
Yeah, ignore them. We were talking about all of the.
Spider-Man.
No, it wasn't that. We were talking about computers, I think it was. Okay, you asked your question. We'll get back to it.
Yeah, if you remember it, you can feel free to mention it.
Stop! Yo,
Big Chungus Reddit.
Yo, why did it stop?
Funny. Hello?
Hello? Okay, back to the topic. Climate change, global warming. Okay.
I can unscrew this microphone if I really wanted to.
Yeah, but anyways, my thoughts on climate change, global warming, some people say it's not real. Those are just people denying the facts. We're destroying our world. And the fact that so many people are coming together and trying to stop this change and stuff like that, all this negative impact on the world is incredible to me, because there might be people that hate on these people, like all the memes that I see about Greta Thunberg. She's actually making a difference and making change in the world, positive change. And so I commend that, because that's very honorable, because they're thinking ahead in the future. They're thinking where they want to be in 20, 30 years. Yeah. Because if they don't make a change now, 20, 30 years from now,
can't go back.
You can't go back, and the world's going to be even worse than it was before. That's why I think about the past. Like, I mean, I don't want to say I hate old people, but like, man, they destroyed our world. Like, think about all of this climate change and all this. They did that without thinking of the consequences, because they might not have even known the consequences.
Yeah.
Think about 1920s. They were just getting into newer technology.
Well, what's actually funny was that they were actually very environmentally friendly, but they didn't know what they were doing was actually bad. See,
they were cautious towards the future, but they were cautious towards what they knew. If they knew what we knew now, they probably wouldn't have done what they did. See, and that's why I think about it. Like, they destroyed our world, and we have to change it now. But they probably didn't do most of that on purpose.
Yeah, because
I know that's a controversial thing where they're like, oh, we need to make sure that the big businesses are we need to make sure that our company gets more money and that we benefit from it. We don't care about everybody else. We just gotta make sure that we get our money in our bank accounts, not care about the world, because we're not gonna be here in 20 to 30 years. If I'm a 70-year-old, I'm probably gonna be dead by then. Yeah. But I'm worried about my bank account now and what I can do with the money that I have now. People think about it like that. And if they think about it like that, then they're destroying our world and not thinking about the consequences and leaving the leftovers on their plate for us to clean up.
Well, I mean, we're about to end the podcast soon in 2 minutes. I just want to end it off with something related to global warming. I think a lot of people don't really think that this is a political issue. I don't believe it's a political issue. And that's why I hate that politics is getting into it, my opinion. I hate that, lobbying groups, they're trying to get into this and, trying to convince people, to not do anything about it. Big figures in the government to not do anything about it just for their own sake, their own bank account. It's sad because these lobbyists, man, they, control everything, there's no power for us, the people.
Yeah.
No power, but we're gonna make power. Revolt
about that.
French Revolution. It's America. The French Revolution was based off the American Revolution. So
about that.
American Revolution 2.0. Whatever.
About that, because it's not a political issue. It's a world issue. It's not about politics or all of these people's individual lives. It's about the world's good as a whole. But people, they bring themselves into it by saying we want more money, and we don't care how we get the money affects the world around us, because we're not going to be here when those effects are at their worst. That's how the political issue comes into it.
Well, that was almost exactly 20 minutes. This was the Attilla Cosar experience. Thank you, Sampson Khaoprachan, for joining us. I'll see y'all later.
No, thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, that was cool, bro.